Many people ask me, Amol, why did you become a life coach? What made you to leave your organization in 2018 and you took the bold step uh, to get into coaching and whatever you're doing? What made you do this? Let me tell you, it was not an easy journey. It's not something I decided to do. It was just I wanted to change my life in 2018. But today I'm going to share my story because some people don't know the sacrifice that I have uh, done in last 6 7 years, the struggle that I went through. And the reason I want to share my story, because I feel probably this story will connect with you and it will help you, to inspire you so that you do something in your life, you reinvent your life, and you become the best version of yourself. So that's the intent to make this video. So I want to just sit back. If you want, you can have a notebook and pen, and if you like certain points, you can make a note of it. Because I believe I don't record videos just for namesake, but I want to give value in whatever content I do, whether I'm doing my workshop, whether I'm doing my one-on-one, whether I'm recording this kind of videos. So my pure intent is to help you, to transform you, so that you can become the best version of yourself, so that you can make yourself proud and you can make your family proud. So let's have a real conversation today. Now, when actually it happened, when did I decided to get into coaching? And first of all, I never thought to become a coach in life. No one bonds with a dream that I'm going to coach, or everyone has a dream that I want to become a doctor, I want to become an engineer, I want to become a CEO, I want to become a CEO, or I just want to get at a good position, at a great designation, and I want to get a good salary. So everyone has that kind of dream. So I also had the same dream. But uh, I struggle a lot since my childhood in my corporate life. I fail in my three business, and if I want to just tell you the backstory, it happened in 2018 when I was working in the corporate life. So I had total around 10, 12 years of experience, and I've changed more than can say. More than 10 jobs in a span of whatever experience I had, because I never enjoyed my corporate life. I don't know why, but I didn't like corporate job, because whenever I go to my job, I would operate with fear. I would operate with a lot of self doubt. Somehow, my self image was weak, and probably had lost my confidence. Now, when did I lost my confidence? I think it started from my childhood when my sister was not keeping well, and she was suffering from cancer. We lost her, but somehow I don't know. I lost my confidence, and I still remember in 12th standard, I failed in my first attempt in my graduation. Again, I failed in my first attempt. Now, the reason I failed, it's not something because I was not studying. I was studying, I was putting efforts, but because of fear, I failed in both this important exam. And I cleared my 12th standard in my graduation in second attempt. But I want to be very honest with you. I literally had made cheats. I had copied and passed, because somehow I was knowing if I don't do it again, I will fail, because as I said you, I was operating my life with fear, and because of fear, I struggle big time. I struggle, and I cleared both exams in second attempt. I started appearing for interviews in corporate life, but I failed back to back 6 to 7 corporate interviews. Somehow I got my first job, and again, as I said, in job, I struggled. I was carrying the same fear when I want to talk to, and like I went into sales because I didn't have any options. So I saw that same cycle happening in my life. And one day I decided I don't want to continue the corporate life, and I decided to start a business by my own. I started my three startup, and I finished all the three startup. The first startup was mobile Shopee. The second startup was selling kurtis, and the third startup was selling distance learning MBA of Linkers and Sikkim Manipal University. I failed in all the three startups. Now I'm not blaming anyone for my failures. Neither I'm blaming my parents. I think the reason I failed in my corporate life in startup, because there was some issue with me which I needed to work on myself. And in 2018, I was really frustrated. I was totally confused. I was not knowing where my life is heading towards. And I decided I really want to understand what's my problem, why I'm not able to get success. And in 2018, I was just scrolling Facebook, and I saw one ad. the I'm sure you might have been seeing a lot of ads. So I saw an ad, and I decided to attend one workshop. That workshop was about how you can quit 9 to 5, and how you can build your business around passion. I thought, okay, let me attend. It's a free workshop. It's a physical workshop. So let me attend. I attended a workshop. Like, I got a lot of understanding. I got awareness where exactly I'm going wrong. And that day I decided I really want to work on myself. I want to work on my personality. I want to work on my fear. And that time I started doing a lot of research on the personal development space. I started reading some personal self-help books. And that time I came across Tony Robbins. As I was scrolling up, I started getting a lot of information about the personal development. I came to know about Tony Robbins. I read his book, Awaken the Giant Within, Unlimited Power, and something got transformed for me. Something got shifted, and I decided I want to work on myself. And in 2018, I committed to myself that I'm going to do my job, and with job, I'm going to work on myself. And one book which completely shifted my life in 2018-19 was The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. I understood the power of having morning routines, and that's how I started practicing savers. So savers, I cover this concept in my workshop. So in case if you've never attended my workshop, or if you want to attend my workshop, I'm going to give the link. It's a free workshop which I conduct, and the workshop is all about how you can reinvent your life, and how you can make some side income through life coaching. So if you have not registered, go ahead, click on the link, and you can sign up so that I will brief you in detail. So I started practicing savers, and once I started practicing savers, a lot of thing got shifted. And then as I was doing this morning routine, which is savers, I saw a lot of transformation, and then something clicked. I realized there are so many people like me who are going through the similar problem which I was going through, like poor self-image, not confidence, fear, self-doubt, a lot of limiting beliefs, self-doubt. So, and that morning routine as I was practicing this morning routine, which gave me that lot of confidence. Then I told one of my mentor, can I start this program on morning rituals? And it will, yeah, go ahead, because you have done, and you have seen the changes in yourself. And that was my first program, which I launched in 2019-20, the Morning Ritual Miracles. Every morning, I will wake up at 5 o'clock. I will. And obviously, that time I was writing content on LinkedIn, on Facebook. I was making videos, and I started doing free program on the morning rituals. And I named that program as Morning Ritual Miracles. And I started seeing a lot of changes in people who were attending that program on Morning Ritual Miracle. Then I realized I need to take this program to maximum people. And that's how I started doing Facebook ads. I started doing marketing. I started doing campaign on Morning Ritual Miracles. And I launched it during COVID time. So many people were going through stress and anxiety because of COVID. So every morning, 5 to 7, I will call them on Zoom, and we'll do this morning routine. And then in in 2021, I came to know about NLP, which is neuro linguistic programming. So again, I'm really thankful to one of my mentor, Rajiv Talreja. From him, I came to know that his coach is Aslesh, and he does NLP stuff. So I joined this course on NLP. So initially, it was so difficult to understand NLP, but then slowly and gradually, everything got shifted. I kept up doing revision, and I started implementing the NLP principles, like how the brain works, how to form habits, how to change behaviors, how to take action, how exactly our thought work, how our mind work, how, like, why is it so important to work on emotions. So I started implementing a lot of NLP techniques, and the moment I started implementing NLP techniques, my life completely got changed. I started seeing a lot of shift in my health, in my physical health, mental health, in my relationship. There was a point I would always react. I was very short tempered. I was very angry. I started becoming more calm by implementing some techniques of NLP. I started getting more and more clarity. And then I learned life coaching. I started coaching people. Whatever I learned in my life coaching and NLP, I started doing free sessions for working professionals. And then I saw it just not me, but as I'm coaching them, as I'm doing this NLP technique, a lot of things are shifting for them. And that's how coaching changed my life. NLP changed my life. Life coaching changed my life. The morning to change my life. And it didn't change my life, but I started seeing the results for other people. Now, so that was my journey. So never thought to become a coach in life. I just wanted to work on myself. And when I started working on myself and I started using this technique, the life got completely transformed, and that's how I started impacting people's life. And that's the reason, probably I enjoyed coaching, and I had decided in 1920 that I want to quit my job and I want to get full time into coaching, because I feel I found my purpose, and I really enjoy what I do. I really love to help people, serve people, because that's my one of my core value. The reason I love to do this because my core value is family, freedom, service, learning, and health. And I'm really grateful, as I'm telling you this. I really want to acknowledge my parents, my wife, all my mentors who really helped me, who supported me in their journey. Now, why I'm telling you all this stuff? Because I feel many mid-working professionals who are like me at this point of time, as you're listening to me, you might be also be confused in life. You're not happy with your current job. You're not fulfilled. You might have 10, 15, 20 years of experience, but somehow you feel you're stuck. You're not able to get the clarity. And you might have also have a dream to make some side income, but you don't know how to make it. Or probably you have a dream that you also want to become a coach, but you don't know what are the steps, how to move ahead. So if you're someone who really wants to reinvent your life the way I reinvented my life, if you want to reinvent your life, and if you feel you also want to learn this coaching skill so that it can help you, it can help your family member, and obviously it's not your family member, but it can also help you to impact other people's life, then I would definitely recommend you to join my upcoming workshop. So the you can join the workshop. You'll see a link over there. You can click on that link and you can see the next date and the time. Again, it's a free workshop. So I do a 2 hours free workshop because in short videos I can't teach you the life coaching skills. So what exactly I cover in the two workshop? I cover the 5 pillars on the what are the different 5 pillars where you can reinvent your life, and how you can become a life coach without quitting your job and taking any financial risk. So don't miss the opportunity. Anyways, it's a free, so I think it will definitely help you. So you can click on the link, you can register for my workshop. I hope you have got value from today's session, from my journey. And if you like the video, do like it, do subscribe, because every week I'm going to uh, come on Tuesday and Friday. I'm going to record these videos so that you can learn. I'm going to record videos on NLP, on life coaching, on how to build habits, how to work on mindset. So everything that has helped me, that has transformed me. So in case if you have not subscribed, do subscribe so that you can get notification, and do share with other people so that you can help other working professionals like me or like you who are looking to change. At least one video can change their life. So yeah, that was from my side. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'm going to see you in the next video. See you. Bye bye. Take care.